Barefoot Cavalry. Barefoot Blurb. September 14, 2018. Look for it October 9th, 2018. $14.99 on Kindle and $19.71 hardcover edition. Sebastian Gorka's new book, Why We Fight, Recovering America's Will to Win. Sebastian L. Gorka is the British-born son of Hungarian parents Vitezi, Gorka, and Zsuzsa Gorka. His parents had fled Hungary following the 1956 uprising, which had failed against the Soviet tyranny. The Gorkas became British citizens in 1963. Seb was born in 1970 and holds both British and Hungarian citizenship. The boy Sebastian attended St. Benedict's School in London. It was not a boarding school, so it's possible that Seb is not like the average product of British boarding schools. He received his bachelor's degree from Haythrop College, University of London. Haythrop joined the University of London in 1971, maintaining its Catholic identity as it was founded by Jesuits in 1614. Gorka appears to be a torpedo from England. He joined the British Territorial Army as a volunteer, which is more or less the equivalent of our National Guard units, and served in an intelligence and security group. When the unit was disbanded in 1992, he moved back to the homeland of his parents. Seb became an employee of the Hungarian Ministry of Defense while at the same time studying at the University of Budapest, which was founded in 1635. It was renamed the Technical University of Budapest when Hungary was under the Soviet boot. In 1956, many of its students launched the Hungarian Revolution, so therefore Seb was in the bosom of his parents' compadres. Seb received a master's degree in international relations and diplomacy in 1997 and was awarded the Second Partnership for Peace International Research Fellowship at the NATO Defense College in Rome. Established in 1951, it was first opened in Paris, but when France withdrew from the military alliance, the college was moved to Rome. For better or for worse, the NATO Defense College is where military and civilian individuals are developed to serve NATO. Somehow, Gorka became an advisor in 1998 for Viktor Orban, as he was also on a fellowship to the John F. Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University for that period, 1998 to 1999. Therefore, it appears that Gorka may have been advising Orban on any manner of things while he was in the United States of America. Gorka has a third citizenship since becoming a citizen of the United States in 2012. In September of 2001, Seb became a celebrity. He was cast as a counterterrorism expert on the boob tube in Hungary. By 2002, Seb was considered an expert by members of the Hungarian parliament, which decided to bring him on board an investigatory committee in search of communists within the regime of Peter Vitezi. This position required a security clearance to serve. Seb was not able to receive a security clearance, as the Hungarian security apparatus viewed him as a British counterintelligence operator. Gorka was attached to the facility of the George C. Marshall European Center for Security Studies in a town in Bavaria which borders Austria. This is the same area of Germany which produced Henry Kissinger. Seb Gorka is the poor man's Henry Kissinger. Garmisch-Partenkirchen is the result of two towns being merged for the 1936 Winter Olympic Games. At the same time, Seb was worked into the Joint Special Operations University at MacDill Air Force Base. The marriage of we's and them's by 2010. He was then hired by the National Defense University, Fort McNair, Washington, D.C., and it was within the same time frame that the Hudson Institute was publishing Gorka's work. Hudson Institute of New York is now Gatestone Institute. Today, Gatestone has an Iranian-born chairman, which should give one pause. The question should be, how good are the British at remaking the world in their image? They always have foreign operators, Sir Basil Zaharoff, Aristotle Onassis, George Soros and Henry Kissinger, Francis Edward Rowden, Rupert Murdoch, and Sir Marcus Lawrence Elwin Oliphant are good examples. Rebecca Mercer has been a board member at Gatestone. Both Gorka and his wife are associated with Gatestone as well as having a relationship with Breitbart News. Seb has been writing for Breitbart, as best as we can tell, since 2014. Alan Dershowitz is also associated with Gatestone. We have many think tanks in America. Almost all have their hand out. What irks the most is when in 2014, Gorka became the Distinguished Chair of Military Theory at the Marine Corps University Foundation. Gorka and his Bush War counterterrorism expertise is just one avenue where America has been made to chase its tail. Today, the man who made his name in Fallujah is scratching his head wondering where he is going to get the divisions that will be needed to face the future. At the same time, other forces are impressing upon Secretary Mattis to place women into combat positions. One of the first 3 female infantry Marines is due to be leaving the Corps soon, but she did marry her subordinate. He was a good Marine, and they do what Marines do good. Gorka also worked for the FBI and at the same time was a paid consultant in President Trump's 2016 campaign. Senior FBI officials determined that Gorka would not lecture the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force any longer. 2 months before the 2016 election, Gorka had gotten carried away at an August 2016 event where he alienated introductory level participants. Obama had really done a number on all of our institutions, much like Bill Clinton, whose focus was the destruction of the military, and in particular, the feminization of the Pentagon. The State Department and the Department of Justice et al. Were already compromised by 1992. While at Gatestone, Gorka and his wife Catherine have been quite the couple. In his writings for Gatestone, Gorka has taken to using a hereditary title of nobility, Vitezi. Along with his name, Vitezi was created in 1920 to recognize Hungarian military men, and the grants, title, and badge were passed by the recipient to the eldest son. One must recall Justice Scalia was associated with a Hungarian hunting organization that was more or less the descendant of a knightly order. Today there are about 850 members worldwide. The United States chapter owes its illustrious beginnings to the Bohemians. In San Francisco and Sonoma County, weaving spiders come not here. And of course, it was a hunting accident.